Welcome to Rassle Rock with Rick Connor,
Fat and talentless!
Matt Flowers,
Give me what I want!
Mark Hallbacher,
Is that okay, 2019?
and Cory Castle.
Tell everybody that you love them. So enjoy your life. You're such a hippie.
Alright, so let's go back. Hey, everybody, what's going on? Welcome to Rassle Rock. I'm Rick Connor.
I'm Cory Castle.
I'm Mark.
And we've started the show now.
Now we've started the show
Officially now. And not 5 minutes ago.
No.
When I
Now.
dropped the F-bomb. No, Matt should be like dancing in his house and all that. And you hear like they're doing something in Saudi Arabia for like Hulk Hogan again?
I heard, something about that.
Like,
I didn't hear exactly what
They're
he's
dancing in
doing.
the streets of Saudi Arabia. For Hulk Hogan.
For Hulk Hogan.
for Hulk Hogan, yes.
I didn't hear exactly what he's doing. I don't know. Is he just...
I think
what did he do last time? He just came out and cut a promo, right?
I think they're just doing like a bit or like something, and then he'll do, somebody's going to come out there like. It would be a perfect bit for like Elias, but now he's good and he stinks. Like I don't get Elias at all. I don't even.
It's weird with Elias. I don't know. What are your thoughts?
It's really like pick a lane with them. You know what I mean? That's the way I kind of feel about it. It's like, are you a baby face now? Or are you a heel?
Well, they're doing the same thing with Charlotte, and they do the same thing with kind of Braun Strowman, and they do the same thing with. Big Show's been doing it for 20 years. So.
Yeah, but Big Show at least has turns. Like he doesn't just come out and go, "Okay, I'm a heel today."
That is true, though.
Like Charlotte will change from a heel to a babyface in the same match for no reason whatsoever. What was it? She cut this heel promo, and then who did she work on Raw? I forget who it was. Asuka. And then she worked face. Mm-hmm. She worked face against Asuka, who's a heel, after just cutting a heel promo. None of it made any sense. I don't understand it at all.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
My opinion on Elias is...
it's exactly that.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I kind of don't get it. And I don't think he's bad.
No.
I don't think he's good either.
That's probably pretty much where I'm at with him.
Mm-hmm.
He's beige curtains to me.
He's beige curtains, yes.
Like to watch a skit where Sami Zayn, who I still don't understand why he's not wrestling anymore.
I don't know.
Throwing a temper tantrum, and he's just going to keep strumming his guitar, and then he sends Cesaro out there to get beat up. Made no sense to me at all.
Yeah.
Why do they hate Cesaro so much? I don't know.
I don't know, man. He's Cesaro's like one of the best workers they got. I mean, a lot of them are. A lot of them are just way more talented and deserve more than they're getting.
I think in 2017, I said, hot take, Cesaro will be world champion by 2020. Mm-hmm. Here it is, 2 months
folks.
into the year. I don't see it happening.
Not ever.
No.
Ever.
My 2017 hot take, a bust.
You make that prediction every year, and it just never happens.
Cesaro's never... they already just took the belt off Shinsuke and put on Braun, and there's like a rumor that now they're going to try to elevate... They're going to use Braun to elevate the Intercontinental Championship. I don't understand Braun as being the guy to do it.
Right.
Somebody should, but it should have been Shinsuke.
Him as any champion doesn't do anything for the title, for any title, because he doesn't need it.
He's so strong, too. Yeah. Like, it's... Like you said before, he's like a video game boss. So, he's like the ultimate video game boss. So it's like, how do you build it? And he's a good guy. Mm-hmm. So how do you build that belt up? If he was a heel and nobody could beat him, and then you finally had a face take the belt from him, it might do something. But
if they made him a Paul Heyman guy, that would be like the perfect way to use him.
What was Heyman?
I think Get These Hands has run its course.
Oh yeah.
Like ridiculous.
I mean, what do you do with them? Like, how are they going to elevate the belt? Like Shinsuke is like they could have done something with that. What's that?
So just release him.
Just release him. Yeah, that's what you do with them.
That'll get him over.
Yeah, that's what happens these days. You get released and then suddenly you're over.
There's just so many overused guys now. It's just, and then the guys that aren't being used, then when they finally do them, all they do is lay on the mat and it's over. Like it makes no sense. They brought out what's their names? The three luchadors. They brought them out on SmackDown, and they lost again.
Lucha House Party.
Yeah. 3 super talented guys.
It's just, like they're just like shoehorning people into TV time. It's really Like, oh, we want to make you sort of relevant, so let's get you. As long as you're on TV, it doesn't matter if you're winning or losing or like looking like a jerk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to them, it doesn't.
You have got TV exposure.
Was that broke? Oh, no wonder I can't hear all the one of these. These are my special earplugs I got to wear when I'm working in music venues.
Oh.
I think I took the wrong... No, they're not broke. Maybe I just picked the wrong decibel level then. I can't hear anything when people are talking to me.
Isn't that the point?
Well, you need the ones that filter out where you can still hear people's voices, but you can't... Like, the music's at least lowered enough where you can hear them. That's usually the foam ones, but I have weird ears where the foam ones fall out.
My throat's weird today. Sorry, guys.
You all right? You good? So I want to go back to Charlotte. Did you hear the whole rumor about her, why she won the Rumble?
No.
Supposedly WWE did not, like, how do you say it? They did not give her all the guarantees they gave her in 2019. Like, I guess she was supposed to get another 2-3 titles or whatever.
I was about to say.
Or more TV time or whatever they promised her. They didn't keep their promise to her. So basically they threw her to Rumble win, is basically putting her back in the spotlight even though she's pretty much
so she made event at
Becky
WrestleMania.
Lynch.
She's with Ronda and Becky. But I mean she's the first woman to ever main event WrestleMania. She's a 9-time women's champion.
10.
Is it 10 now?
I think it's 10.
Damn. Like, what the hell else does she want? What else could they have possibly promised her?
I don't know, man. When your best friend's Ric Flair, I guess you promised his kid the world, and then I guess she might have some form of entitlement where she believes that she's supposed to get it. And then, I don't know. I don't. So now her Rumble win is basically a shoehorn.
Right.
And now they got to figure out an angle for her, like you said. So you have her come out. She cuts this brutally. It was good. It
was a good promo.
The heel promo, and then she, when she turns around and goes, "I'll fight a champion," but she doesn't say it. Yeah, that's cool. Like, at least keep it up in the air. I kind of don't like how WWE's doing this thing now, like where the guy wins the Rumble and the first day he walks out, he's like, "I'm fighting Brock Lesnar," and walks away. It's like, dude, there's no anticipation who you're going or nothing.
You got 2 months to build it.
And then then he's staying on Raw anyway. Like, I kind of like back in the day when, like, I'll say his name, when Benoit won, he was on SmackDown. He showed up on Raw.
Yeah.
To go after the title, like there was no surprise to it. So like at least her stringing along is good. But then to go up against Asuka, and then she wrestled as a face fighting 2 females.
Right. It was kind of a waste.
It was very confusing.
Yeah. It's like you don't know if you're supposed to cheer for her or not. Like, what are you supposed to do?
I never cheer for her, so I don't.
I like Charlotte. I really do. She needs to pick a side. Stick with it.
I think she's talented. I don't like the forced championship thing to get her, like, to make her close to what her...
Forced Horseman?
Yeah. That's actually a good one. That's
cool.
I actually like
that. Was good.
It's a shame, too, because on her talent alone, you shouldn't have to force her down everybody's throat.
No.
And I guess Sasha's hurt again.
Yeah.
And Ruby
I didn't hear what happened with Sasha.
Nia Jax hasn't come back yet.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, man. I've been really
crossing my
fingers. I've been really on the edge of my seat waiting for that Nia Jax announcement.
It's coming. It's coming. I think all that's going to happen right after Mania.
And then she should start saying, "You're going to get these hands. You're going to get these hands," and then keep showing footage of her punching Becky Lynch in the face.
Well, I think that's a feud they want, no matter what. I think they're going to... Who else is Becky going to wrestle? Asuka was the one, and that was the other thing. They made Charlotte almost kill Asuka. After Becky built her all up into a monster, the next night she basically just handed her.
That's what I was also referring to, it being a waste too.
Yeah.
Because you wasted that momentum that you just gave Asuka.
Yeah. Because even though Asuka lost on Sunday night, she looked amazing.
Still looked great. Yeah.
And now she just looks like a chump again.
Wah, wah.
And I think they're building. I guess it's going to be Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross are going to wrestle those two for the titles again.
Maybe. I'm fine with that. I'd watch that match.
I like Nikki, and Alexa's, I think still thinks the best female wrestler they have.
Yeah.
Like 3-dimensional wise. Mm-hmm. So, I'm trying to think what else was going on in wrestling today. Ryback's suing for his name.
Yeah.
Saw that.
He has to pay like $20,000 in lawyers just to sue for his name or whatever.
Which I don't understand how you can do that, because isn't it like when you sign that contract, you're signing for that name, right? Yeah. Bottom line, it's like he's dumb. That's the answer.
What is he getting from it anyway?
He just wants his name back so he can podcast with it, and it's like a recognizable name, but you can't. I don't know how China did it.
How much money is he making from his podcast?
Probably not.
You know why China did it or got it? You know why China got it? Because Triple H is like, well, you know,
I know why
so,
she. I know
can
why
we just
she
give her a
got it,
name?
but,
Can we have like?
But on what grounds? Like, you've signed a contract. Like, we own that name, so no, and go away, and thank you. Yeah. You know, like, what do you do?
Spell your name different.
Yeah, I know. Spell it with an I.
Spell
You're
it
now
with an
the
I.
country.
Ryback. Boom.
Put two R's. What are they going to sue you? Put RHY. What are they going to do? They can't do anything. You.
I mean, like, what? They got around the whole Taz being the devil thing with Taz by
nobody's going to know it's me if it's spelled differently. He's such a dude. He is a typical gas monkey meathead. Like how dumb are you? Like, I can't even listen to his podcast when he starts talking about wrestling. It's like, you stunk.
I've never listened to him.
I'd rather listen to Brian Alvarez, and I don't even know if Brian Alvarez was good or not. I never saw him wrestle ever.
Me either. I've never listened to that either.
But I respect his opinion more than I would Ryback's. It's just sorry.
I didn't get to hear it, but Austin put out a Royal Rumble. I don't know if it was a watch along or it was just like a results and
Reaction
review type of thing.
Is on the podcast?
It's on his podcast, yeah.
I will check that out in the gym tomorrow.
I like Austin's podcast, but he's got to start interviewing people that I actually care about. Because he'll do like, oh, this is my friend from down the road. Like, okay, cool.
Well, you know, when you're Steve Austin, you can have.
How many
friends.
people are into that stuff? Like, they'll talk about hunting and fishing and.
I love that stuff.
Yeah, like a lot of people are into that.
I used to listen to Steve Austin's podcast all the time, but then when he'd have his like brother-in-law on and they were talking about the ranch, I'm like, I don't give a shit.
Oh, you know what we were just talking about? It's just when we were talking about what culture he's just pumping out content. He has no one to talk to. I used to do it on here when like Ed would like disappear for like 3 weeks when we were doing my show. Like, I would just bring people on. I'm like, so, how you been? Like, I had like nothing to talk about, like, because I had like an entire show planned, and then Ed wouldn't show up, and it's like, oh, that all went down the tubes. Let's try this. Yeah.
Well, I guess I on my podcast I probably have a lot of people that most people don't care about. But I mean, I don't have a demographic.
Right.
Jericho's is like that too. Like Jericho is like, they'll be like knocked out of the park, and then they'll put on somebody talking about haunted houses. And it's like, they're not even interesting when they talk about it. It's like, oh, I'll listen to this. I was like, damn, this is boring as hell. And then Jericho's just trying to like pump it up because, you know, he's the showman. You know, he's trying to make these people sound interesting, and it just stinks.
He's the only good part of AEW, man. I cannot get through that show.
I like a couple of the other guys. Moxley's killing it. I think John is.
Why is he wearing an eye patch now?
Jericho took one of the spikes off his leather jacket and stabbed him in the eye with it.
Okay.
Is that like a recycled Road Warriors gimmick?
Is that Road Warriors?
Didn't they do that
to Hawk? Didn't they?
I think so.
They did it to Hawk. The Four Horsemen did.
I think it's a recycled thing.
Greatest Four Horsemen thing I ever saw, and I can't find it anywhere, is they beat up Dusty Rhodes in the back, and they tied a rope around his neck, and then drove him through the parking lot in a pickup truck. Like,
damn.
Old school, like hick wrestling. Like, only a bunch of dudes from Alabama like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll do that to some guy I hate.
Yeah, the cops in Galveston, Texas just did that to a black guy on horseback.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it was like a big story a couple months ago.
Jeez, man.
Don't want to talk about that.
No.
I'm saying how, like, it's bad.
Yeah,
like,
of course. Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying, oh, yeah, cool. I'm looking for that all over the place.
I'm just saying, like, how extreme they used to go to get, like, faces over back in the day, man.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, that's what the Galveston police are doing. They're trying to get over.
But it didn't work for me. I guess because I'm an East Coast kid. Like, I was rooting for the Horsemen after that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I was never a big Dusty guy. There you go, Dusty Classic. The Broserweights won.
Oh yeah, that was cool. I enjoyed that entire tournament. Every match was like 5 stars.
So I guess Matt Riddle isn't as in trouble as everybody thought he was.
I guess not. Yeah, people were freaking out about the Lesnar thing.
What was the trouble? What was the
well, he was posting a bunch of crap on Twitter about, like, I want to retire Brock Lesnar and, you know, all this other stuff, and then Brock kind of got in his face about it.
Brock needs to stop being a sensitive baby. All it is Riddle's trying to get himself over.
Yeah.
Like,
he's just trying to be relevant.
Right.
Like, Brock's trying to stay relevant, and this guy's trying to be relevant.
Right.
It's not, you know, let's not hate on the guy for that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like, Brock got mad, told him he'll never work with him ever. Like, you'll never work with me. It's like, really, like, that's a massive money match.
Yeah, that's
You
what
know,
I'm saying. That's
you know
money
what?
right there.
You know what Matt Riddle should do? He should pursue sponsorship by Jimmy John's. Brock lost it. Now I'm sponsored by Jimmy
He
John's.
just comes out in shorts and says Jimmy John's on him.
Dude, he shouldn't even say anything. Every time he does one of his little videos on Twitter or whatever, he should just be eating Jimmy John's sandwiches with the wrappers everywhere, just eating them. Can't say anything bad about Brock, but at least you can, like...
Just stick it to him a little bit.
Now I'm sponsored by Jimmy John's.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but they wanted to sponsor me.
Don't even say you're sponsored. Just start eating the sandwich. Like, man, it's really good. Just like do a commercial in the middle of your promo.
That was definitely probably the match next to the Rumble itself was probably one of the best matches I saw all week. It was,
What match?
The Broserweights versus...
Right,
what did the Grizzled Young Veterans?
Grizzled Young Vets.
I always thought that was like a joke term towards wrestlers because of Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows.
Yeah.
They sing that song "Grizzled Young Vet." They always sing that when they're like, you got."
I watched
dude.
the ride along thing. Right?
Yeah, he sings it. He sings it in Ride Along.
Yeah.
It does feel like to call yourself a grizzled young vet feels almost like a.
Giving your own nickname.
It does. It does feel. It feels douchey. It feels douchey, and it feels like you're not a vet until you're old.
Yeah, it's like a contradiction.
So it's very much like, calm down, know your role.
They're actually way better than I thought they were too.
Oh yeah,
they're a hell of a tag team.
Yeah,
I wasn't a fan of Zach Gibson.
Yeah,
in the tournament, the UK tournament, I didn't think he was that great. The last match, but I thought it was basically Pete Dunne carrying him. But in tag team, he's fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
In the other match, can I say they fixed Finn Balor? Holy wow, have they fixed him?
With the
between his match with the Russian kid and
Dragunov.
Is it Dragunov? Is that his name?
I think so.
Hell of a match when Worlds Collide.
Mm-hmm.
Then he comes out and wrestles Trent Seven on NXT. What, dude? And Trent Seven, for the sloppiest looking dude ever, that guy is awesome to watch. Mm-hmm. So Finn Balor is just on fire right now.
Well, they put a collar on him when he got to the main roster.
Hey, you're good looking with a set of abs. Go smile out there and tell everybody how much you love them. It's like, what? Like, why can't a bad guy
We got this
be good
awesome
looking?
thing with the demon thing, and you're putting the face paint, and it's awesome, and it's super over, but we're not going to do it.
Well, it was like his thing became like the demon, and he's like, no, just pop your collar and your jacket a bunch of times and smile. Cool. Oh, well, let's make a T-shirt with like rainbowy stuff on it, so it's all inclusive. Mm-hmm. And
It's
pop
like
your collar a couple times.
Well, he's a big advocate for that, which is awesome.
Yeah,
That's
it's fine.
fantastic.
Yeah, but I mean, it's when you got something like the demon, like you can't just be like, "Hey, I'm a super cool guy." The rest of the time, when I'm not the demon, I'm super fun and let's chill out. And then you face the Fiend in just white trunks and nothing else. Like what? Like that outfit just floored me. I'm like, this is the debut of the Fiend, and you're just out there in tighty whities, pretty much.
And that storyline, it made no sense to go right after Finn first. Anyway, like you really think what they're going to be doing now, which everything's pointing at he's going against Roman Reigns at Mania, and I guess Reigns is going to be the first one to beat the Fiend. I hope the Fiend wins, honestly, and then they extend it at least to like maybe SummerSlam, and then maybe someone can beat him. But you would think they would build a program later on with Finn, and then have the Demon versus the Fiend, and have the two characters that can't be defeated.
Yeah,
the Demon's never lost either. So that would have been one of those ones where you literally watch a match and you have no idea who will win, and finally you can just sit down and watch a match and enjoy it, and not go, oh well, Bray Wyatt's going to kill this dude, and like he did to the Miz, and then the Miz just rejoins a tag team with Morrison. Like they not talk about reboots, like old tag team partners show up when the Fiend beats you.
What do you guys think, and how do you see it? Like them building up Drew McIntyre versus Brock towards Mania. What do you think they're going to do for that build?
I'm loving it so far. We just had the Monday Night Raw thing, but I mean, from here on out, I mean, what do you do? Because you're not going to get Brock on every show.
Right.
Maybe it's like a one-off here and there. But I mean, I don't know. What do you do? Like, how do you build more to that? Like, do you do a thing where it's Drew pursuing Brock every show. It's like,
I
rise me out here. Let's do this.
I think they're probably the first couple of weeks. I think they're going to do what they did with Drew on Monday. I think he's going to destroy a lot of like big names to get it look like he can actually compete with Brock.
Yeah.
And I don't know how many appearances Brock has till Mania. Usually it's only like 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's definitely in Saudi Arabia, so they could do something there to build it up in Saudi.
Mm-hmm.
I see them just building him up as being unstoppable, and then Brock coming out and doing what he did again, popping out F5 in him out of nowhere like he did on Monday, which was awesome.
Yeah.
Watching the Good Brothers get crushed was not, but like I get it. You needed 2 big legit guys, and
right.
They're the best tag team in the world, and they lost to Drew in like a pretty quick fashion there.
Mm-hmm.
I like what they're doing with Drew. He's legit. There's no guy who looks like a world champion more than he does, and he's got the personality, the skills. Like, I mean, he's another one. He's 3-dimensional guys. He can brawl. He can wrestle. He can whatever you want him to do. And he's good looking. He's good looking enough, and can talk where you can put him on the talk shows like they used to do with Cena and all the other guys. Like he's the guy they need.
And he's got that international cred too.
Yeah.
So that's.
And then he's got our cred, all the guys, like, because he went through the indie scene to come back, and he's got all the us nerds like backing him up too. Like he's a solid guy.
How many times have we sat here and just talked about how they need to push Drew McIntyre? Like it's
Everybody's been saying that.
everybody. Yeah.
As soon as he came up from NXT, everybody thought he was going to be world champion in weeks.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, like they were
they
doing
just held up
nothing with him.
But from now, I mean, they still have another pay-per-view, right? Are they doing like Fastlane or something?
I know Saudi's next, I think.
Saudi's
and
next.
then probably Fastlane, which is always a pay-per-view in between Mania and
And the Rumble.
the Rumble.
So they gotta build him up without Brock Lesnar being there. So they have to have a feud before the feud. You know
Shelton
what I mean?
Benjamin?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say.
Benjamin, really?
Yeah, because they established at the Rumble that Benjamin and Brock are kind of friends.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I mean, that was...
Yeah, but like he's going to tear through him.
And while we were watching it, and I don't know if you are going to post the audio from
I
that
might.
for
would
Maybe
podcast.
just the Rumble match.
I would just do the Rumble.
Because during it, somebody was saying, wow, you never see him be friendly with anyone. You never see him have a friend.
Yeah.
And if have Drew exploit that and trying to almost be a heel towards Brock, because Brock's kind of a built-in heel, and being a heel towards a heel gets you over as a face.
Yeah, my whole thing too is like, why wouldn't you bring Shelton Benjamin in? Have Heyman have Heyman talk for him, because Benjamin was never the best talker anyway.
Right.
You put him as like an adjacent to like Brock Lesnar type character, and then people have to go through Shelton Benjamin before Brock, even has to deal with him. And then you have Heyman on mic talking for you and still doing the promotion. It would, and Shelton can wrestle. It's not like he's a bum. He's one of the best.
He doesn't have to do as much as he does.
No.
And that's the problem, though. He does more than he should, and he messes up in doing too much.
Yeah.
So if he
Yeah,
did
see him
less,
watch every once in a while.
if he did less, he wouldn't mess up as much.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to do as much as he does.
By the way, that was probably one of my top 3 moments for the entire Rumble. Was just seeing Brock smiling like that and clapping when Shelton came down, the whole hug, and Heyman like opening the ropes for him, and it was just such a different moment than
it was a removal from what we normally see.
Yeah.
especially after Brock he threw 10 guys out in a row. It was just a really cool spot to see and something different, just to break that up before they moved into the next gear. And then when they moved into the next gear, it just got better. And I honestly, probably one of my favorite Rumbles in easily 5 years or so. Probably since Daniel Bryan won.
Yeah.
It's probably my favorite Rumble.
Yeah, that Edge pop was so nuts.
And there you go. We didn't even talk about that. Randy Orton destroying Edge at the end. Talk about...
Dude, Edge looked like that was a messed up face he was making after that chair shot. I was like, oh... It just looked like, oh no, something just happened. Like my spine just broke in half or something like that. He just had, I felt for the guy. I actually felt, I knew it was a work and I still felt for the guy.
Well, not only that.
It was brilliant.
Not only that, there was no scripting. So, Edge came out, said what from the heart. You can tell Randy Orton wasn't scripted. I don't think Randy Orton's ever scripted. I think he's got so much trust he can do whatever he wants anyway. He came out, that was unscripted, so it felt so natural. And then when he hit him with the chair, and then the whole thing when he was laying on top of Edge at the end after wrecking him was amazing. And it was just like, why are we not doing more of this? Like, you have all the talent in the world. You have all these guys can do the same thing these two are doing. You know, they can convey emotion. They can convey, like, let them talk. Let these guys talk and let them do what they can do, man. Like, that's all I care about now.
That's got to be,
Edge Orton at Mania, and everybody hates Orton, like, because they're always too slow. He does it. I'm so amped for this match.
I don't think Orton's ever had a bad match.
He never does. The problem is he's very formulaic. And,
that's the thing about Baron Corbin too. Like, he's never had a bad match, but
he's a bad rap, and he's a very good wrestler.
Right.
I'm just tired of the dog food stuff.
Yeah,
that was dumb.
Can it be over, please? Like, he already beat him at the Rumble. Why beat him again on SmackDown?
I just saw on replays the thing they did with
kids.
A big dog, and they had his music playing, and it was the Chihuahuas.
Yeah.
You just saw that?
I just saw that for the first time, and I was like, "This is a thing they put on TV."
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's
right when the AEW thing was like really heating up. That's what they put on television.
Yeah. I think that's what Bischoff got fired for.
Meanwhile, Jericho just forms the Inner Circle at the same time, and you know they're doing a guy in a dog costume doing Roman Reigns theme music to a Chihuahua.
Wow, they need to reboot. Like, I've been saying this for years. They need to reboot Roman Reigns. He uses the Shield music still, and he wears the Shield gear still. Do something new. He's somebody bigger and better than the Shield.
Well, the good thing right now is they put him with the Usos, his cousins, and
they're his cousins.
I think they're all related. They're all cousins, even when they're not cousins, according to like what their culture is.
Yeah.
He seems more relaxed. Like when they did a shoot interview at the beginning of SmackDown, and the Usos did most of the talking, but you can see Roman. He didn't feel like he had all the weight on his shoulders like they used to put on him. He just seemed relaxed, and when he was talking on the mic, everything came out better. And I think that's the first step, is finally taking all the pressure off him and let him be him. And I think that's where the slow reboot's going to happen. Hopefully they do get him out of the tack gear. And I don't know about the Shield's music's awesome, so I don't know if that's ever going to go away. Like I don't think that's going to go away anytime soon.
The only thing that's missing is them spelling it out in the beginning.
Yeah,
spelling out the Shield.
Did you ever see that? It was Taz's music. They just slowed it down.
That's really
it's Taz's theme music. I'm gonna play it for you guys later.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to hear that.
They did the flat line and his music would hit. Yeah, it's Taz's theme music, just slowed down.
Well, I'm gonna have to definitely check that out. Yeah, that's probably the match I'm looking forward to the most, Mania with Edge and Orton. I guess they're building up. The feud with Roman Reigns and Baron Corbin has to be done, and they have to start. If they're going that way with the Fiend, they have to start doing something with that. What do you do with Daniel Bryan for Mania? Because you got to do something with him.
Did any of you guys see that video on YouTube? They did the thing after he was hit with the belts.
No.
Holy! If anybody has not seen this yet, they did about a 2.5 minute video of Daniel Bryan after the Fiend match. They start with him in the shower washing himself off, and then they're checking his back and taking care of it. And he talks about every time he does a match, he FaceTimes his wife and his daughter, and his daughter always says, "Let me see your boo-boos, Daddy." And he said this time Bree said no, and then basically shut it off and said, "I don't want her to see that." And he said, he basically talked about I have to balance my love for my family and my love for this, basically. And he looks up and he's like, I just wish my daughter would, when she gets older, will find something she loves as much as I love this. And his eyes are all welling up, and he just cut the video. It is, that guy, he's amazing. Like, everything he does is just...
Give him all the money.
Isn't she pregnant again?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard they were working on a second kid. I didn't know she was pregnant.
Nikki's pregnant as well.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw.
I didn't even know she was dating
the
anybody.
headline I saw was both Bella twins are pregnant. And they're getting into the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh, are they really?
Good for them.
Yeah.
They did a lot for female wrestling. Good for them.
They did.
As much as I wasn't a fan of them, they did a ton for female wrestling. they're legit enough. I'm sick of watching goofballs going there. I'd rather see people who are legit going in the Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't Trish? No, Trish is already in there.
She's already in.
What? Yeah, I was gonna say. Why they posted something else about with her on there? Maybe she's doing the induction.
Maybe. I don't know. Did they ever work?
No, she worked Nikki, didn't she? For like a minute.
Maybe.
I don't know. There's too much wrestling. I can't remember. Someone there can yell at me later.
I didn't even know she was seeing anybody or dating anybody. Apparently, she's engaged now. I think she met somebody on Dancing with the Stars or something like that.
Okay, that seems.
I seriously heard
on brand.
Yeah, I seriously heard that she was pregnant again. Or that she was
Again?
pregnant. Well, Bree's pregnant again, but I heard that Nikki was pregnant as well, and I really thought for a second that it was going to be Daniel Bryan as the father of both. I was just like in that wrestling mind. It's like, it's the perfect angle. You got to do it.
You got
Sorry, Nikki, I didn't know it was you.
It was Mike Kanellis the whole time.
You got confused. You slept with the wrong sister. Now both of them are pregnant. Great story, Brian. I'm not doing this. You have to.
I could see that happen.
Daniel Bryan's like, I'm not that stupid. The one has a boob job. The other one doesn't. I know what they say.
Yeah, the one has like tattoos right by her pelvis, though, right?
Does she? I don't know.
I don't know that.
I
I
don't
mean,
remember.
they did the whole thing on the show back in the day. The one got enhancements, and the other one didn't.
Right.
And it's like and actually Nikki always had like a thicker body on her. She always carried a little bit more weight. You can tell the difference between the two. It's not like they're like exact.
No.
Like I can't figure them out type. So it would be such but it'd be perfect for Vince McMahon. They don't look alike, but oh yeah, well you got confused one night. I don't know. What do you vegans drink?
You got drunk one night. You accidentally had some milk. It made y'all nuts.
Does Daniel Bryan even drink? I think is he straight edge?
I don't know. I don't know if vegans can have alcohol. I don't know.
Vegans
I
can
no
have
idea.
alcohol. Yes, you can have alcohol. Vegans can have. But I don't know if he even drinks. I think he's straight edge too.
He might be. I don't know.
I know he's all part of that, weird movement back then
The straight edge society.
with Punk and all the other guys. So we lost a bunch of wrestlers this week too.
Did we really?
Oh, so many concussions.
Oh yeah, you were saying.
Roderick Strong, Alexander Wolf, the other Bartel, the other guy. So 2 Imperium went down in that match.
Oh my
That
God.
amazing match of Worlds Collide. 2 of Imperium went down. Roderick Strong's down. There's so many injuries in the last couple days.
Yeah, that shot by Alexander Wolf took.
Was it Bobby Fish's knee or was it the chop to the back of the
I
head?
don't know. Did you see it?
No, but I was gonna talk about when you said we lost wrestlers. I thought like people had died.
That's what I thought.
And
I was like,
and
when did this happen?
No, it's just WWE. They're like, I guess I got a weird feeling that all of Undisputed will be on Raw the Monday after Mania.
Yeah.
I think they're slowly getting that set up now. I think the Broserweights are going to take the title. I think Ciampa's going to finally take the world title again, and then they're going to move all 4 of them up. So I think Imperium they're trying to build as like the unit now in NXT,
Right.
and now 2 of their guys are down. Samoa Joe's in this huge storyline with Kevin Owens. He's down with a concussion. And they're actually chemistry wise, those 2 are fantastic next to each other. Like they're great.
I have a question that's unrelated to this,
Okay.
but sort of is related. Did we get any follow up on what happened to Beth Phoenix and why she got all busted open?
Something with a turnbuckle. She
Oh, so Bianca Belair was doing something with her in the corner, and she whipped backwards. And you know those weird LED poles they have now around the post? She smacked the back of her head in the corner of the post.
Yeah.
They didn't mention anything on NXT. She was talking about Edge being attacked by Orton, but they didn't mention anything about her busting her head open at all.
She did commentary on NXT this week.
Yeah, she did a great job. Well, when he introduced it, she started getting like choked up and her voice broke when she was talking. She did a great job. She's like I said, they're a lot better. Like I just think a lot of these people aren't used to someone screaming in their ear the whole time they're trying to do commentary, and it messes them up.
Yeah.
So there's a potential overproduction for them, like them being overly produced.
You have Nigel McGuinness, Mauro Ranallo, and one of the best female wrestlers standing. Like all sitting at. You don't need people yelling in the ear.
Right.
You just give them like timestamps, like, hey, you need to advertise this at this time, hey, and just let them talk. Like Nigel McGuinness is amazing. He's absolutely amazing.
Michael Cole produces their commentary.
I don't know.
Is that true?
I don't know, I'm asking. That was a
I have
question.
no idea.
I don't know who does it in NXT anymore because everybody's gone. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Shawn Michaels is still there, but he's in the I think he's on the training side.
Yeah.
I don't think he's on the production side, so I have no idea he's in production over there. Still the best show on television now.
Oh, yeah.
Wrestling wise.
Oh, yeah.
I haven't watched AEW in weeks.
No, he has.
No.
I
I stopped watching, honestly.
and it's like it's
Sad.
it's like I don't want to. It's like I don't want to.
You want it to
blow
be
it
good.
off.
You want it to be good.
I want there to be an effort there on my end,
Right.
so that product still exists. But I feel like I'm just going to fast forward through most of it, and I'm not going to see anything I really care about.
Well, it's like I try to watch AEW Dark. It's not a good show. It like you get one match out of 3 that is like okay, which is fine if you're trying to push other characters that are just not getting TV time. Put them on there. It's fine. I understand that. But like, I don't know about you guys. I work on Wednesdays. I bartend. Like, not like I don't get to see AEW at all. And then NXT, I got to wait till I think midnight Thursday so I can actually watch NXT because it doesn't like the network has to allow like 24 hours or something like that after it shows on air before they're allowed to put it on the network. But AEW doesn't put it anywhere where I can watch their show again. I would check it out. I mean, I would like to see what they're doing over there, but I don't hear anything good. They're winning in the ratings. They're still winning, which I think that's all BS. Ratings to me is BS anymore anyway. Because, like we were talking before, we're all busy. So, like, some days we don't watch, maybe all 3 of us don't watch Raw. But then you go back, like, when I get home on a Monday night, like, I have a surprise birthday party this Monday. I'm going to get home Monday night.
You just spoiled the surprise.
I'm sorry, Zeke. You don't listen to this shit. So, like, I'll get home, like, maybe 2 in the morning, and then I'm going to flip on YouTube, and I'm going to watch all the clips straight through and see what happened on Raw. And then if I like anything, I can try delving into it and finding the match and watching the whole match through that later. Those hits don't take any account for ratings.
Right.
Yeah.
NXT, yeah, they're losing the ratings because I can watch AEW live if I have the network, and then I can go back and watch NXT the next day. So, like, that whole ratings battle is a joke.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm so sick of, like, all these guys, like, oh, you know, they're losing the It's so stupid. The same people are watching AEW are the same people watching NXT.
Right. There's no competition. It's
Right.
the same stuff.
Yeah, it's not a competition like everybody thinks it is. So,
Well, AEW needs to take a little page out of WWE's book with the YouTube stuff because, like, I would watch AEW like that, like how you can go on. I did it this morning with SmackDown. I just sat there and watched the clips of SmackDown. This is all the important things that happened. It took me like 20 minutes, and it was over. You know, that's how you watch a 2-hour show now. You know, if AEW would do that, I would watch it, and then they would probably make a lot of money off me. Or if people like
well,
me.
they
Not
do.
just
They
me.
do drop the clips, but for some reason they don't pop up in my feed ever.
Oh,
And
really?
then every now and then, because I'm a Jericho fan, I'll at least get the feed. Like, I'll get Jericho clips from AEW, but they usually, like, they post by time I'm like doing the show, and it's like, oh, well, I got to see like maybe one clip, and then it's over, and that's it. You know, I don't know. Like, I want them to do good, and I want them all to do good.
Yeah, we were so excited when we heard the news. You know, AEW is gonna. Oh man, they're gonna be actual competition out there, and it's gonna make WWE better. And we were all
It
excited.
didn't make
for
WWE better.
It made NXT better.
SmackDown's okay. It did not make NXT. I mean, WWE really any better. Like,
No.
dude, talk about like Fox must be mad.
Oh,
they got
yeah.
sold a lemon.
Oh yeah.
They got sold such
Bill of
for $1
goods.
billion. They got sold a lemon.
Right.
I mean, they had to have known what they were getting into. They had to have. Like, they saw the ratings before it happened, before they bought it.
Yeah,
It wasn't good. They saw the show before they bought it. It wasn't good.
I think
Why-
they thought they could make their like prime time time slot and their mainstream penetration change it all. Like they had like an ego trip
Yeah, but you can't just put out the same show
But
and be like, okay,
Well, they
it's
changed
better
the
now.
stage. They painted it.
well, not only that,
It's nice. We painted it.
Fox's dumb ego when they did the commercials for all of it. All they were doing were referring to guys that haven't been in the ring for 20 years.
Yeah.
And it's like, they're yelling this, can you smell, if you smell the rocks cooking, and doing Stone Cold's lines and all that. I was like, none of these guys wrestle.
No.
It's like, why are you showing the guys that are on SmackDown and trying to show them as
they
a big
did the
stars?
stupid draft. They
Oh,
did
yeah,
the stupid
the
draft
guy
with
with
the
the-
Monday Night Football robot or whatever in the boardroom. Come
Right.
on.
And then they did the NFL guys, and they're like, who you choose for your draft? And the guy's like, I picked The Rock. It's like, oh my God.
I don't know what I did when I got drafted. Oh, you know what? This isn't the same thing. Though. This is totally an opposite thing.
Yeah, it was so. SmackDown. I mean, Fox definitely got sold a lemon, and then they made it worse. Just absolutely worse.
Well, I think it's about time to say who wins. What did you say, gents? Is it about that time?
What's this?
That's me pressing.
Who wins wrestling? Blah, 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 blah.
Soundboard. What happened to soundboard?
I don't know. I tried to download an app and it didn't work, and then I can't do anything. I don't know what I'm doing with my life.
So I pick Edge.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How can you not?
I know,
Yeah,
right?
no explanation needed. Like, yeah, Edge wins wrestling for sure.
I wanted Hardcore to pick MVP, but
Wow.
He got 619 in the back.
yeah, what was that about?
I give him a lot of respect. He went on Twitter and said, "This wasn't for me. This wasn't for the fans. This is for my son."
Yeah,
And I respect it. That was cool.
Nice.
Whatever.
It's cool that he got his son's favorite wrestler was Rey Mysterio and got to wrestle him on Raw. But I mean, like, they could have brought him back. They could have like given him a little, like, he got dumped out of the Rumble like for nothing, and then he got murdered by Rey Mysterio on Raw. And it's like, okay, cool, like, great, that was for your son, fantastic. What about us?
Right.
We're the ones watching it. Like, your son's watching it too, but that's one guy compared to millions.
It's tough, man. I don't even know who the hell I'm going to pick. This Edge just outshined. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
MVP comes back, and then Edge comes out like 7 people after him. It's like, well, there you go. Like,
All right.
No one cares about me. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to pick Edge as well.
I'm going to go.
The only other pick I can think of would be Strowman, just because he won the IC title, and maybe they're going to do
Or
something with
Beth
it.
Phoenix.
I'm going with Drew Galloway.
Actually, yeah, Beth Phoenix would be good.
I'm going with Drew Galloway.
You know what's good? I'm going with Santina Morella.
He won the Rumble. He had a great promo. On Monday night, had a great showing on Monday night, and Brock coming out and trashing him right at the end. I just think this should be a really good program. It's the first time Brock's going to wrestle a guy that's pretty much bigger than him in a while.
Right.
So this should be an interesting match. I just hope it ain't like the last time Mania where Seth just came out and destroyed him in like 3.5 minutes, and then he jumps back on his plane, and his wife's making him chicken, and he flies back to the ranch. I have to go with Galloway. Besides that, the only thing that really won wrestling was the Royal Rumble. Probably one of the best WWE pay-per-views they've done in a long time. And Worlds Collide before that kicked ass.
Oh, yeah. It was a great weekend of wrestling, man.
Those let those UK guys shine, which I don't watch the UK show. I can't. There's just too much content.
I didn't even know 205 was still on. 205 Live? Like, I haven't seen that show in I don't know how long, months.
What was the NXT guy who won the Cruiserweight Championship?
It was Jordan Devlin from NXT UK. It's
So that would be a contender for who wins wrestling for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. Because
That
now
was a great match.
they're going to put the cruiserweight title on the UK channel to try giving a spotlight over there. Which and he's a solid wrestler. He's one of Finn Balor's like proteges. The kid's really good. I don't like his finisher. All his finisher is basically a release like belly to back suplex type thing. Like I don't understand how that. But I mean, it's all just getting the move over, I guess. I mean, they're doing that with Aleister Black now. They're making sure that black mask is like untouchable. So it's good stuff, man. I mean, wrestling was really good this week. Raw was really good. SmackDown was mad, and NXT was good. It's like it fades out as it gets to Friday.
I want to know what they're going to do with Aleister Black. Because he cut that promo on Raw, which is like, I I'm not waiting around for someone to challenge me to a fight. Now I'm taking the fight to everybody else.
The original plan was he was supposed to win the Rumble.
Really?
The original plan, and then they went with Galloway. So I don't understand what that's about. Like I said, man, like they gave, Charlotte and it could have that upset me because there's so many other female wrestlers could have really used a boost from the Rumble, whether they win at Mania or not.
Mm-hmm.
I think that would have been really cool.
Well, it looks like they're setting up for Naomi and Bayley, which I mean, I'll watch it.
They're both talented wrestlers.
Yeah.
But neither one of them can cut a promo to save their lives.
Oh no, that was terrible.
Listen to those two talk. It's just like torture.
But it'll be a good match. It should be anyway.
Oh no, it's talent-wise, wrestling-wise, it's going to be a great match. It's just, and I guess Charlotte's going down to NXT and she's wrestling. That's the rumor. She's going to wrestle Rhea Ripley for the NXT title.
Really?
Okay.
At Mania?
I guess this is the way they're getting Rhea over. Is like she gets a big prominent match, but she's going to end up beating Charlotte. I hope she beats Charlotte. If Charlotte takes the NXT title, I'm going to start flipping stuff. I can't do this, man. I can't deal with this. Like Charlotte beats everybody all the time.
Mm-hmm. It's the Forest Horseman.
The Forest Horseman, man. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if because Charlotte was her best in NXT. So I mean, if she's down there and stays down there, they're not exactly hurting for women talent, but it'd be like a not a reset button necessarily, but a refresh. If Charlotte's the big name on top in NXT.
Yeah, but then what? She's not going to lose, and then you got all these people there's rumors that Io Shirai's not happy with them right now, and I think she's hurt, but they still haven't put a title on her.
No.
And then I still think she should come up and go with the Kabuki Warriors. God, I hate that name. I think they should be a trio.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Because they are booking, what's her name? What's her name? The little one. Shirai. Not Shirai. I mean, why am I missing her
partner.
name?
Oscar's
Kairi
partner.
Sane.
Kairi Sane. There you go. They're just booking her as a joke.
Yeah. Well, she's
Here's my umbrella. What?
Yeah. The umbrella makes me laugh though when she does that.
I like the umbrella thing, but I mean, it's she got hurt for a while, right?
Oh, that concussion.
She
that's how Charlotte gets she was bullying that girl after she had she had the freaking concussion, did that throwdown, and then whips her into the she beat that poor girl up after that concussion.
Yeah,
it's like, here you go, get the Rumble, thanks.
But I'm looking forward to what's going to happen next, man. The pay-per-view was great. Compared to the Rumble, Raw and Smackdown were whatever, but I think they're gonna start building it up more and more.
One thing I didn't like that your guy didn't win on NXT. I think the Dijakovic or whatever. Dijakovic. Keith Lee again for the belt is a little tired. I wanted to see Damian Priest versus Keith Lee.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to work it in to be in a three-way, and they still may.
Dude, what a cool moment, though, when Keith Lee came into the Rumble against
Lesnar.
Brock. And Brock was like, this guy.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would pay so much money to see that match.
And the thing is, I tell everybody, Brock is a wrestling mark. If you notice, if these guys are indie guys that can wrestle and have a reputation, he will put them over in a heartbeat. Mm-hmm. And that smirk he made and all that when he's pointing, who is this guy? And then he's doing it ooh, you're big, doing that. And all it was kind of fun, man. I thought Brock I should have picked him as winning wrestling. He had probably the best showing he's done in years. Mm-hmm. And he crossed the gambit, his personality, the laughing, him punking dudes, and then Monday night the anger coming out and F5 and Drew out. It was just he's great. I don't understand why people hate him. I know he doesn't show up on television a lot, but he's a spectacle every time he comes out. Every time.
I dug the hell out of that in the Rumble. I was upset at first with tossing out Morrison and Kofi and stuff like that. I'm like, they kind of deserved a little bit more, but
Kofi
I got it.
Kofi definitely did deserve better. But
I think they just kind of dropped the ball with Morrison. already. Like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, he just came back, and they were like, whatever, cool.
He could have been something. He could have been something really cool.
Yeah.
And
I don't think they ever had any faith in him. I just think he was a free agent, and they wanted to buy him up before he popped up on AEW. That's all it was.
Probably.
I don't think they have any faith in that guy. And he's a great wrestler too, and his mic work's kind of weak, but like he's always been a star. He has charisma and the whole nine. They don't care. They're gonna release the Hardys.
Yeah. What the hell?
And then Matt's gonna show up as part of the Dark Order, and that's gonna be probably the best thing happening in AEW once it happens.
Yeah.
If they bring back Broken Matt Hardy again,
I'm telling you, I heard that. It's like, oh, they're going to release the Matt Hardy. And I'm like, you did that already. And it was a mistake. And you saw how it was a mistake. That's why you brought him back. And then you're doing the exact same thing again. It doesn't make any sense. I'm sorry. Like, how did someone go, oh, yeah, we're just going to put Matt Hardy on the shelf for a while. The broken thing, yeah, it's over, but not right now. And then his contract's almost up, and he doesn't want to resign.
Well, not only that, if you remember when they did him versus Bray Wyatt, and they did the broken character, and he had to go to the ranch and fight there, and all. They tried to make it sound like it was terrible, and then they showed the views on YouTube, how many people watched it.
Yeah,
and
it was over as hell.
Then they did nothing with it.
And nothing.
They made him a tag team after that. And it's like, wait, you had this rare. I don't know what it is with WWE. Like I said, they don't believe in stars; they only believe in the brand. And it's like you had this rare moment where you could have really strapped the rocket on Matt Hardy, and like
I think like saying "woken" also was dumb.
Well, they couldn't say broken.
Look, I mean, they could have.
You could just call him Matt Hardy. You didn't have to call him woken or broken. Like.
But either way, it was just like the marketing was like they didn't really give it the credit it deserved at all.
Yeah. No. And now he's going to go to AEW. He's going to be Broken Matt Hardy on there. He's going to be a leader of the Dark Order, which they need because that fat dude with the hat with the mask stinks.
Yeah.
And it's just he's unbelievable. Like it's weird because then I say that about Trent Seven, who's also sloppy. But when you see Trent Seven in the ring,
he's awesome.
He's a great worker. Then you see this slob in the ring, and he can barely do a freaking body slam.
Yeah.
And the other guy, the shorter dude, the dude who wears like basically the loincloth type thing.
He's cool.
I forgot his name. He's hell of a worker. And then he brought in a couple other guys now where they're gonna.
He has like.
I'm sorry,
His name is like something like an old timey wrestler. Like,
if you're not Chris Jericho, I just don't pay attention.
No,
I don't. He's the only one I'm paying attention to over there.
This looked like a dark turn. Like I was like excited for wrestling this week, and now we're like, yeah, you're right, it does suck.
Wrestling was great.
No, wrestling was really good.
Wrestling was. I have nothing to complain about when it comes to WWE.
No,
they do their hit or miss, but when they hit,
they hit hard.
They hit, and 5, 6.5 hours of content, not including all their other shows. You're going to have some misses.
No, sure.
You're going to have some misses. And I think their hits, like I said, Randy Orton Edge, there was no better way to close the show out. Like, that's already the angle right now in all of wrestling. And they let two guys do what they do best. They let them talk on the mic. They let Randy Orton be Randy Orton. Came out, hit him with the chair. And like I said, that scene where he was on his knees, like holding on to Edge after he did all that was like showing that he still cares about him, even though it's like almost like he has to do this.
Yeah,
like that whole legend killer vibe. It's like now Edge is the legend, and I have to do him now. Like I like it, dude. I'm amped. I'm actually excited to watch and see what Raw is going to do this week, just with them. I think Edge should be off television at least till February. I mean, like late February.
Yeah,
I forgot it's already February.
It is February. Yeah.
But,
all right, man. What do you guys got going on?
I'm working the Super Bowl tonight. Besides that, I'm going to see Stephen Lynch on Saturday.
Ooh.
Ha! I got nothing going on. Ed is still in law school. We haven't even talked about reviving the show. We will once his schedule kind of thins out.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can start talking about redoing the show and the new way we're going to do it. Cory?
Check out new episodes of my podcast every Monday. It's called Evolving with Cory Castle. If you kind of like my takes and my voice that you hear on Rassle Rock, check out Evolving with Cory Castle and hit that subscribe button on this show. If you dig it, if you love it, let us know. Let us know you exist. I say this every time. Check out our Teespring store where you can get gems like this Nick Burke Work Perk shirt.
It was so sweet and like
That was
all the
nice,
shirts
yeah.
in the Mania.
We came through. Nick Burke. Shout out to Nick Burke.
Yeah.
Thanks for giving us all these shirts at Royal Rumble. Good friend. And
Sorry, I left mine in my car still. I almost died of gas inhalation on Sunday. I was so sick Monday after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It was on my
Covered
boots.
It
It was
wasn't
still
really.
on my boots. Like they're all the way in the corner over there right now because they still smelled as of like Wednesday.
And I was going to ask if you could kind of give an update to, like you said, the feed was like the audio feed wasn't able to post, so everything at the moment is just going to be on YouTube.
Well, we're not doing the feed again.
Yeah, well, we're trying to transfer the account from Wildfire Radio's account to my own personal account on Simplecast, and they haven't done that yet. So I'm going to get on them this week as to why they haven't done that yet, and we're going to figure that out. But once we do, we'll be posting episodes again regularly. For right now, we're on my YouTube channel, tinyurl.com/YouTube Rick Connor. That's CONNOR. And you'll be able to see Rassle Rock. You'll be able to see the wrestling matches that I'm filming and editing from DCW and old school WPW stuff, and the Rassle Bell Rock stuff that we did over Christmas. It's all really cool, and it's all really, really entertaining if you ask me. But other than that, when I'm not talking about wrestling, I'm doing another podcast with Mark's sister, Karen. It's about pop culture stuff. It's called It's Something to Do. It's movies, TV shows, books, and music, and all kinds of stuff, man. We find something to do, and we tell you about it. And I think that's it. I think that's all of our plugs, all of our combined plugs.
Bye. Get out of my house. I gotta go to work.
Beautiful time.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.